Hey guys, and welcome to LOL Inspections. In this series, I mostly focused on my own play and focused even further on deaths and kills and how the deaths could have been avoided. Or, in the case of a kill, how it could have been improved. Death is an important part of League of Legends. Even a single death puts you back a reasonable amount of XP, gold, and presence. I feel that by watching back on situations that happened in the past, a lot can be learned and improved upon in the future. Of course, if something interesting happens during the games, I'll totally check that out as well. I have no desire to point out others' bad decisions. I'm only trying to improve myself. Because as it turns out, every single game of LoL that I've been involved in, I've also played in them. So funny that. So, let's get started with the first one. And today, if you hadn't guessed by the splash screen, we're playing Lux, the Lady of Luminosity. She likes staying at range, lasers, and her brother Garen. She dislikes champions that can rush, champions ignoring her CC, and Katarina, because clearly Lux and Garen should be together forever, and Blitzcrank's dating service machine is wrong. And we start off with a near-death situation. So, I'm up here farming in the mid, everything's good, we're having a good time, as you do. And you're just farming away, and Fizz has been seen, and he's acknowledged. I've pinged it. Fizz, I see you in that brush, so I'm going to come up to you and hit you with a spell. And then I'm going to walk right up to you and hit you. Now, that was dangerous. Fizz is two of the things that Lux hates. He is both long range, and he also has a rush. And I'm almost dead from full health. Okay, so here we are looking at this again. Now, I've noticed Fizz. I come in to the kill, and I stun it, snare him. That's great. Could have left it there, but no, I want to get the auto attack, and he throws the fish. The fish is kind of the big concern. And then I get hit by the fish, I shield myself, and Darius comes in. There he is, coming in. Now, Darius currently has his flash up. If Darius had come in even a second earlier, I would say, or if he had, flashed, that would have been the end of Our Lady of Luminosity, the Demacian hero. Thankfully, that wasn't the case, but I burnt a flash. So, well, of course, Fizz has as well as Ignite, so maybe it's not too bad. But even so, I shouldn't have gone in for that auto attack, so lesson learned. Let's move on. Short time later, Darius comes in to play. I started being back, but nope, Darius is weak enough. However, there is a lesson to be learned here as well. So, Darius is fighting against Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix doing a good job. Now, I've got the final spark active. That would be a good time to cast it. So I'd get Fizz and Darius, and I'd still have a bit of damage to maybe finish off Fizz. But no, that is the perfect time to use the ult, and that was not the time it was used. So, another lesson learned. If two people are together at this time of game, maybe it's a good time to use it. Okay, so this situation requires a little bit of setup. So fighting against Fizz in mid lane, doing fine. And Fizz rushes me and does a lot of damage to me. I am now at 1/3 health. So I back off. That's the correct action. But then I come back in, because clearly Fizz can't do that to me again. Except the problem is he can easily do that again. Now, that last bit is the bit I wanted to catch. Let's just have a look at that again. So here we are, slowing it down a little bit. So the shark comes out, I'm in trouble. I final spark and ignite. I don't know why I did that. There was no reason for it. But it's a little problem I have where I panic when I get a little bit scared and I just press Alt. It doesn't matter the character, I just press Alt. That's something I gotta learn about. Because there was no way, knowing his health, each block of health represents about 100 health. I think it represents exactly 100 health actually. And the laser only does 400 damage, so he was going to be fine. So that ignite was just wasted for no reason. But, lesson learnt. Let's move on. Okay, now the purpose of this clip is to show how important an ult is when it's actually connected. So right here, we fire the ult, the final spark, and it misses. Yorick goes in for the kill, I go in for the kill, Soraka goes in for the kill, we get the kill. Good work, guys. Except for the fact, now we have a problem. Son has come in, Fizz has come in, I'm separated by the tower. Fizz at the moment is already getting kind of dangerous. He's got his needlessly large rod, he's getting there. And so because we've overextended, Soraka is dead. Also, Yorick's not looking too good either. And I cannot help them, because I have either run the wrong way, or as soon as Sona appeared I couldn't go back. So, the question is, if that ult had connected, would that have happened? Okay, the ult has happened. He's at 368 health. The laser at the moment does 500 damage before armor mitigation. He probably would have died there, which would have stopped Yorick and Soraka going in, as well as myself. So, that laser, while it still would have accomplished the same kill, would have saved 2 lives. Now that's something you got to remember, because everyone acts in how they believe is the correct action. And the correct action maybe was to go for the kill there, but in hindsight, of course, it wasn't. So even this littlest thing, killing a person, 2-3 seconds earlier, causes this. We wouldn't have been split up, Fizz would have come in on his own, and we may have gotten another kill. Or we may have got triple killed. You know what, let's be honest. That could have gone worse for us. Okay, so here we are at Dragon. Dragon's being fought for, but blue team is contesting it. And about now we all figure, you know what? Dragon's not worth our lives. Unfortunately, while it's not worth our lives, they take 2 of them anyway. So there I am, running off. And the enemy team wants a piece of this action. Because who doesn't want Lux? So they run past the first tower. Well, second tower, I suppose. But Pantheon comes in from behind, and Yorick, as you can see from the minimap, is coming from the side. Laser goes off. And we're getting to a double kill situation. Can we make it a triple? Oh, they flash over the wall. He's in trouble. He's ignited. And he is down. The reason I highlight this one is more... This shows what happens if you overextend. Particularly against Lux, but in general, overextension is always bad. Lux has a really good ability to kite. She has 2 abilities, namely Light Binding, which snares 2 opponents, as opposed to Morgana's 1 opponent, and also Lucient Singularity, which usually used for the damage, but the slow is very good. So, you'll see that slow again in probably another clip, just ahead. Do you smell that in the wind? It's a team fight, and it's a brewing. So here we go. We're all coming up. Pantheon jumps in again. Pantheon is the ultimate man mode there. Okay. The laser is fired away from pretty much everyone. I fire a Lucient Singularity again away from everyone. This is... I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh god, there's explosions everywhere. Oh god! Lux is not one for a war zone. If you ever get into a war, don't invite Lux. She's more of a ninja-y spy who's in love with her brother than an assassin. Purple team quadra kill. Double team pentakill! Yeah! Go Xenon! Well done. Well done, Xenon. You totally got that pentakill. Pentakills are nothing to be ashamed of. Unless they're against your own team. So we push the lane. This is the correct thing you should do. However, you'll notice by the side here, we're running out of time. So get this tower and we leave. That's the plan. Get this tower and we leave. Now, because all 3 of us are staying, I would imagine if 1 or even 2 or even 1 of us backed off here, the other ones would probably leave as well. But you know what? We didn't back off. None of us did. And their team actually has a lot of CC, a lot of chasing potential, and they do well with that. So while Lux can kite... Oh, why am I still auto-attacking? While Lux can kite fairly well, there's a limit to how well she can kite. And when she gets stunned, there she goes. Ah, well. It's not staying as long, or just keep running would have been a good option. I don't know why auto attacks were a good idea. It was a 5-on-2 situation. Well, yeah, 5-on-2 situation. Okay, we have another team fight brewing. Everyone seems to be around this area. And so in comes Lux, the heroine of Demacia. And Fizz is incredibly low. So, at this point, perhaps a laser would be good. Fizz has he used his jump? I don't know. Okay, the laser is too late. Fizz has used his jump, and everything misses. So, at this point, I've got one ally technically, but looks like two in there, and a shield could be used to save Xenon. It could have definitely stopped the Slam Jam from killing him. But no shield. And so the shield is used way too late. Fizz comes in again, because Fizz wasn't killed. Darius gets away, with next to no health. Just overall a really bad fight. Now even though we're up in gold, we just can't seem to get these team fights. We can't focus, the shields aren't going out right, just a multitude of things are just going wrong for our team here. But I could have clearly shielded them better, the damage on Fizz could have been done better, someone should have been focused, and I should not have come around the back, I should have come around the top, because if I came around the back, Ash was there, and that just put me in a really bad position down here, where their entire team was. So basically I cut off their retreat, in a fight we were losing. So if you cut off their retreat in a fight that you're losing, you haven't cut off their retreat, you've cut off your own retreat. And Lux isn't that badass. So, don't cut off your own retreat. So here we are fighting against Fizz and Ash in the mid lane. And in comes Sion and Darius. I respond to this by shooting a laser in the wrong direction, which causes Lux to be stunned, pulled, and so far out of position she'll never see positioning again. Now with Lux's death, this also means that a lot of CC and DPS is taken down by the team. With that loss of CC, it means that they're able to approach the tower with probably no real risk to themselves. Could the team have done better if Lux is alive? I can't see how they could have done worse. Also, Yorick's now come into play. That's bad timing, I suppose, on Yorick's behalf, but again, if I hadn't died so easily, Yorick would have been okay. And he gets killed by Fizz's dot. Now Sion doesn't care, and the entire team is up on Soraka, who is now alone. Now I believe the whole catalyst for this fight, being so badly lost, was Lux's death. It shouldn't have happened, and clearly it was a bad time to use an ult anyway. It wouldn't have really done much damage, it would have just been a poke. And so now they continue to push. And no one is alive to save them. Rest in peace, tower. Rest in peace. Okay, so here we're coming down here. We know that the blue team is coming in. We're pinging them, and we go in. Now, I decided to separate myself from the rest of the group, simply because I don't want to be in a dangerous position when they start trying to run. It's awfully cocky of me thinking when they try to run I don't want to be in a bad place, because frankly they're not interested in running. By the time my laser gets into range, Xenon's already dead, Yorick, and the fight has just gone very, very badly for us. And Soraka collapses as well, and I've just wandered off head in shame. I should have been there for my team, guys, and I'm sorry. I should have followed with Soraka. Should have gone down with the rest of you. Well, the problem is, would I have gone down with the rest of you, or would I have just helped? I don't know. I can't imagine how it would have hurt all that much. Close range laser! And so we try to run from Darius, and that's when we notice Sneaky Fizz is over here! And that, my good friends, is game. So please, join me next time where I examine another replay and continue to learn from inspecting the league. If you wish to contact me, you can leave a comment, or, send an email to SeiferKatt@gmail.com. Catch you next time, guys. Hooray, we won!